In this video, I'm going to be talking about how we can identify and break patterns of behaviour that are holding us back from achieving our goals. But hey, if we've never met before, my name is Kate Kennedy and I'm a leadership, sales and performance coach. I work with adaptable leaders, ambitious sales teams and innovative organisations to help them consciously engineer success and create massive impact. A wee while back, I had an experience where a mentor of mine shone a light on some behaviour that I was exhibiting that seemed to be recurring. I hadn't realised my actions were repeating themselves, but stepping me through my behaviour pattern, it became clear that a limiting belief was driving my actions. Hey, let me describe the situation for you. So, I was working in a role I had dreamed about for a really long time. I sort of felt like I had arrived. But there was also a nagging feeling of needing to prove myself and prove that I was up to the task. On one occasion, I was tasked with working on a project that I'd never been involved with before. That didn't seem to be a problem for me because I knew that I could deliver with a bit of hard work and focus. So I diligently set to work. I was reading, researching, planning, lots of hours, sweat and tears. I know that you've been in those situations. When it was time for me to share a draft of my work, I had missed the mark. My work was okay, but some of it wasn't very well aligned to the overall company direction. Now, as you can imagine, I felt completely deflated, very frustrated, and a bit stupid. Enter my mentor. He pointed out that he had seen this type of behaviour from me before. I looked at him, a bit confused. He asked me, what feelings did I have when I was introduced to the project? I said that I really felt like I needed to prove myself and that I was ready to show that I could work hard and solve it. Then he asked me, what did you do as a result of those feelings? Well, I said, I worked hard, I really knuckled down and I tried to nail the objective. I also said that I didn't want to inconvenience anyone by seeking clarification or maybe even giving a hint that I didn't know what I was doing, because I felt like I should already know and I didn't want to appear needy. He followed up with, what result did you get from your actions? I said, well, clearly I missed the mark. Then he asked his final question, have you ever seen this pattern before? Have you ever been new to something and felt like you needed to work hard and prove yourself, so you just bury yourself in a ton of work in an effort to show everyone else, and probably yourself, that you can nail it? I meekly responded, yes. Now, if we were to put what I was experiencing in a visual format, we'd put at the centre of a circle a problem or challenge that I haven't solved before. Then around it, let's summarise what happened. I had a belief system that said I needed to prove myself, solve it, and I don't want to be an inconvenience. Those thoughts then trigger behaviours which link into actions or habits like work hard, spend hours. I'd also probably say hide a gap in my knowledge or experience. At the end, we land on results, which in this case were feelings of frustration, disappointment and disillusionment. These results, of course, fuel the feelings that I need to prove myself by working hard and not being an inconvenience, which is right back at the start of the cycle. But what if I had interrupted that pattern? What if, when I came to a new problem or challenge that I hadn't solved before, I chose new beliefs, like, I don't know how to do this yet, followed by, I'll check in with insert person here to get their thoughts first. So how do you go about identifying your own patterns of behaviour? Given that behaviour is often linked to beliefs, one of the clues can be language. In my example, I needed to prove myself was a good clue because it was suggesting I didn't think I was good enough already. Other language patterns to be aware of include I shouldn't, or I can't, or I'm too old or too young. When you hear yourself say those words, it might be a good opportunity to check if what you're saying is fact or fiction. Of course, you'd be doing me a big favour by sharing this video with people that you think might benefit. I love talking about leadership, business, strategy, and my all-time favourite is coaching for performance. I certainly wouldn't be on a live if that wasn't the case. And I'd be really grateful if you would help me by sharing this with more ambitious and talented people just like you. And if you found this helpful, next I'm going to be changing tack a bit and talking about sales. is it still a dirty word? If you want to know more about me, head along to mindcoachkate.com. I'll see you next time, and I'll see you over there. Thanks, guys.